Hello everybody, thank you for coming in and hanging out. This quick little how-to video to make life a little easier, I hope, will help you change the light bulb in your Jeep Grand Cherokee. The model that I'm working on is a 2019, however, I think like 17, 18, 19, and maybe even 20 in a few years. This is very similar. This one has the 3.6 liter V6, however, the airbox is in the same location. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you how it got to the one on the driver's side. And a little trick that I use, by the way. So let's do this real quick. So we're on the driver's side of the vehicle, and I'll kind of just move some stuff out of the way so I could show you. First thing I did was there's a little tab that this rubber grommet gasket goes into at the top, and I just used a really skinny little pair of needle nose pliers and got right underneath very closely to the both sides so I didn't pop that up through the rubber. I wanted to save that and got that out of there and just left the gasket like it is, removed or loosened the screw clamp to get the top lid off by first, then took the air filter out, and then kind of knocked the dookie out of it. Then I took the air box out, and it's just held in. I'm gonna get rid of that little bit of dirt that's in there, and it's just down in there, and it's secured on these little tabs that hold it in place. And you may find it difficult to pull out, and I used a little bit of like WD-40 and just sprayed around these grommets so that it easily was removed. And then inside the hole here, let's see if I can get in there. I've already removed, there's a little rubber cap. That's the rubber cap. I pulled it off. This is the one on the outside of your headlight, the H11. It's going to be the H9. Let's see if I can get into the H11. Difficult to see in there, but there's the H11. That's the one that's behind that little bubble lens. And that believe it or not, is the low beam. It's weird, but anyhow, that light, what I'm looking at, if you're standing over that bulb, it's got to turn counterclockwise because you're standing in front of it. So it's really difficult to get your fingers in there to turn that because it's going to be kind of like kind of seized in there because of it being just in that place. So I took just a regular normal or medium length angled needle nose pliers, and I was able to get in there. It's hard to get my camera and my light and all this at once, but I was able to kind of like take the pliers and get in there and at the front and just turn it, and that broke it loose, and I got it to turn out. And and I had to do that to get to that H11. If you're really handy and your arms are kind of flexible, you don't have to take this out to get to the H9, which is this bulb right here. I was able to reach in there and change it without having to take any of that out. And then I realized I was going to have to take that out. Now on the passenger side, a little more difficult because there's some stuff in the way here, but I've got to put the fasteners back in there. But this is your coolant reservoir tank or fill tank. So I took these two fasteners loose and I pulled it up, and I was able just to carefully flip this out of the way. Be mindful of this T right here is fragile, so don't just go to tugging really hard. Be mindful of this right here. You don't want to pop that off. And if you're not comfortable, take your line off and pull that off. But if you just be really careful, you can take the tank and flip it about. Then you can reach in there. And I used both ends to work on. I was able to change the H9 really easily, get to it right there. But the H11 on this side here was a little more difficult. And the same problem I ran into was it was hard to turn. It was real difficult. And so I was able to turn the wheel the other way. So I had the front tire in, and there's an access little holy hole right here. And I took a really long pair of needle nose, which is these right here. I was able to kind of like pry down to turn it counterclockwise and unlatch it. And to go back with it, I kind of cheated a little bit. Let's see. I used some silicone and I put it on the actual bulb itself around this face right here. So when I went to put it back in, it was easy to turn. So because it's really hard to get your hands in there. And that's pretty much how I done it. So if you've got a 2019 Jeep or within these year models, then that's what I did. So let me flip the camera back around. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like the videos, if you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to hit the like button. That helps the videos get out so other people can see this content. I try to keep these little how-to videos short for your benefit. And leave me a comment in the section. And tell me about yourself. All right, thank you very much, and have a good rest of the whatever day you watch this video, whatever. But take it easy. I'm out. Bye.